What's up, guys? So, I don't really make videos like this. You know, I don't sit here and do serious videos. But, I've been wanting to make a video like this for a while, and I'm just gonna be sitting here talking about my epilepsy, and I'm gonna give you guys, um, more knowledge on it because the number one question or the number one thing that people think about me is, or epilepsy in general, is that it is mainly triggered by flashing lights, which could be true. There are different types of epilepsy, and I'm gonna get further into that as I go on. And this isn't the video that I'm gonna like write a script and just like read off, you know, all that stuff. I'm gonna just go around what I know, and I'm gonna be telling you some of my experiences. And this might be a trigger warning for people that do have epilepsy or do get triggered by seizures and stuff. I'm going to be talking about my seizures and my experiences because I feel that um, people know that I have epilepsy, but they always ask me, "Oh, what should I do if someone has a seizure, or what should I do if you have a seizure? What should I know for? What should I look out for? Blah blah blah. What are your triggers?" And I'm just gonna be getting into all that. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna be testing out the LED lights for this question. We have a bunch of different colors on here, and I'm just going to be going through each one, and I'm just going to be letting you know which ones like bother my eyes, kind of ish, and I can deal with it. This is just a standard white. Red, no. Green, eh. Blue, no. Orange, yes. Yellow, yes. Light green, mid. Darker-ish green, mid. Blue, or turquoise, whatever. Turquoise, eh, fine. Darker blue, fine. Darker blue, eh. Purple, no. Darker purple, even worse. Look at this. You can't really see it on the camera, but God, it is bad. Pink, no. Or it's like magenta. You can't. Oh wait, it's like magenta. No, I'm looking around and it's bothering my eyes already. And then a pink, same thing. No. Those are all the colors. I'm going back to white. White is fine. Just to educate you guys, the TV lights and the LED lights are completely different. If somebody thinks that they are the same, no, they're not. Yes, I can play video games. Yes, I can watch movies. Yes, I can watch TV shows. Yes, I can look at the TV for multiple hours. Um, Obviously, they are two completely different lights. And yes, I know my limits. If I can play video games and if I'm getting a headache or I just don't feel good, I will get off the TV. Back to the video and back to more education. First off, if you don't know me, my name is Victoria, Tori, whatever you want to call me. I am 19 years old and I have something called generalized epilepsy. My epilepsy specifically, everybody's is different, Um, it is not a generational thing. I'm the first one to have epilepsy in my family. Which made me feel like I didn't know what was going on. My mom had to figure out what was going on. They didn't find anything for like a while I was in the hospital. So, um, you know, did all the like little MRIs thing, put the wires on my head. And we found out I had generalized epilepsy, and basically what that means is that I don't have a specific trigger, which sucks, but I do take medication, Keppra to be exact, every morning every night. People often ask me, what are your triggers? What bothers you the most? All that stuff. And basically, for me, I have noticed it has been dehydration or lack of eating or just staring at the screen for too much. There was one episode that I do remember. I was on Fortnite, I was playing a video game for probably 5+ hours, probably the whole day. This was when I was around 12, 13, and I was talking with my friends. I had my headphones on. My headphones were turned really loud. I was approximately this close to the screen. Um, and I was talking with my friends. I remember hearing them laughing, and then everything just going black. I remember waking up in an ambulance. Apparently, my mom told me I didn't know her name, didn't know where I was, didn't know who she was, which was obviously terrifying for me and my mom because I don't even remember saying any of that. Um, and then it went on around that time. Was also diagnosed with anxiety and depression. Um, at the same time that I had epilepsy, that I found out I had epilepsy. I've had epilepsy. Um, so it was just a whole roller coaster of emotions. Was just pretty hard time for me and my mom. It's also good to know to research and to spread awareness for it as well, because a lot of people don't know what to do, which is why I'm going to get into the next one, which was when I was at high school, where I had been on medicine for, I think, about a year. Um, Pretty sure I was 16 at that time because I have been seizure free for almost 3 years. I had eaten a few bites of a sandwich, wasn't feeling that hungry, and I had theater after school. I was heading on my way down to that hallway. I was about to turn the corner, and I just blanked out. My best friend Kenzie had seen it, and she had called 911, basically saved my life. Kenzie, I love you if you're watching this. Love you so much. But then there goes into another thing that I found out, is how people react when others have a seizure or an episode. The assistant principal had been the one to find me like that, having an episode on the floor. And he had, this is what I heard, he had held me down on the floor, like trying to stop me, which, if you know, you shouldn't do that. One, it could make it worse, it could aggravate you. Two, you're just really supposed to wait until it ends, and if it lasts more than 5 minutes, you're supposed to record it, write it down, etc. You're also supposed to lay their head on your thigh, pillow, something comfy, you know, something to just like keep their head there. Lay them on their side just in case if they ever have anything in their mouth, ever throw up, whatever. I don't know what could happen. And just basically call 911. It's scary. The only person I've seen have an episode was my friend's boyfriend. Um, not gonna get into it too much because I don't have his consent, but it is pretty scary not knowing what's happening to them afterwards. My experience with it, especially like being in video production, has always been kind of rough for me. Um, Especially when we made all the short films. I remember some being like, saying trigger warning, flashing lights, and I remember like a lot of people turning around and looking at me, which just made me feel like I shouldn't be there. it's not an embarrassment, but it's just something that I don't acknowledge every day. Like, I don't wake up and just be like, oh my gosh, I have epilepsy. Like, I have to go eat. Like, it's not something that I'm like, oh my gosh, I have epilepsy. Oh my gosh, this. I'm just like, okay, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat. You know, like, and I'm not saying that, like, oh, my friends can't look out for me, because they can. It's just like, it's like kind of an insecurity ever since that, even I'm the first one to have it in my family. So, um, yeah, it's just something that I have to deal with, and something everybody has their struggles. Well, I really appreciate whoever came out to watch this video. It's probably not going to get that many views. I don't know. I really appreciate you guys, and if you guys ever have any questions, you can always shoot me a text. I'm around. I love you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day or night.